I've seen so many product teams make the same mistake. What is this mistake? It's the mistake of thinking that working in silos is better. So I experienced it myself. When I first became a product manager at TripAdvisor, I remember I was a product manager and I was told, here's a problem that you need to solve. And so I would go away, figure out how to solve the problem. I'd come out with some sketches, and then I would hand that to the designer and say, please make this look nice. The designer made it look nice, and then I'd hand it to the engineer and they build it. Great, right? The problem with this approach is that it's almost like you are trying to get lemonade from a lemon, and you squeeze it just a little bit. You only get a small fraction of the percentage that's available on the team because each person has their own perspectives and their own expertise, and you're leaving that on the table. So the question is, what's a better model? The better model is the empowered team model. And so what is an empowered team? You can look at three things. Number one, empowered teams aren't given outputs to do, such as launch this feature. They're given problems to solve, such as how do we increase retention for our customers? How do we increase revenue? So that's for number two, they are cross-functional. It's not just the product manager going away and figuring out a solution. The product manager is working with the designer, is working with the domain expert, is working with the tech lead, and they all have a voice and they're all trying to solve it together because they each have a unique perspective. So the third thing is that I just forgot what the third thing is. It'll come back to me. Cross-functional. Yep. Number one, give it a goal. Oh, right. It's who creates a solution. Thank you. So the question is, who creates a solution? The empowered team creates a solution. In other teams, they're either stakeholders tell them what the solution is or whatnot, but in an empowered team, they are able to come up with the solutions themselves because they are trusted and they're given the accountability to figure out these solutions. Now, I actually have a case study that I'm working with a 20-person Korean startup, and from the beginning, we got the product manager, we got the designer, we got the tech lead, we got the domain expert, even the CEO was all in it. And we were talking from the beginning about what are the goals of the team, what are the business goals of the team, why are they important? And so they're getting the broader business context. Who's the target customer? And why are they the target customer? Then it's what's our desired outcome and how do we get there? And what are the different opportunities, the problems, the pain points, the desires that we can solve for our target customers? What are the different solutions that we can create? What are the assumptions that we're making within the solution? So there's so much to think about, and we did it all together. So what ended up happening, which was interesting, was we first brainstormed before, for example, we understood the opportunity very well. And then the solutions, were not great. And then for the next 2 weeks, I had them talk with 50 customers to learn about their needs and their pain points. And then we did the brainstorming solution again. And an engineer remarked that he just felt the solutions were so much better. And I asked him why. And he said, it's because I felt like when we were brainstorming solutions the first time, I didn't really understand the problem. So it was hard for me to understand whether this solution would solve the problem very well. But after spending 2 weeks with customers, and he had just a so much better understanding of what the customer needed. And so he also understood whether this solution will solve the customer's problem or not. He had an opinion, whereas before he didn't really have an opinion. So that was really great. And I think what I also heard was just like a shared, people were really happy. The CEO was really happy and realized that, it is important that not only that do I understand the customer's needs, but the team understands the customer needs, because now they're starting to come up with really interesting, innovative solutions because they understand the customer better. Actually just recently we had this really cool thing where they were thinking about a solution, and we found an existing app in the US market that had released something very similar. So sometimes you need to do a competitive, analysis. What we did, I stole this from Slack, is we got the team together and we acted like a new customer, so a first-time user. So we went into that app and registered as a user and went step by step and talked about what are the things that we liked, what are the things that we didn't like, what are the things that we can use. And after that session, we walked away inspired. It was like, there's so many things that we could use, and the team wanted to apply. And then we looked at the solution again that we were thinking about, and then they updated and they were getting all these ideas. And so, it's fantastic, and we were able to do that because from the beginning they understood the customer, the goal, the opportunities, that the solutions, etc. So I think that's the power of an empowered team. So I'm going to wrap this up by saying, empowered teams, you really are able to kind of squeeze the lemon and get as much juice as possible. You get all the value, all the perspectives from different people. You get alignment, and not only that, it's just fun. Like, people are so much more excited because they feel like they understand the problem. They're not just being told what to do, but they have ownership. And because they have ownership and they have autonomy, they can move also faster. So why don't it'd be great if you look at your own team dynamic. I mean, are you operating as an empowered team? Maybe completely, maybe partially in some areas. And I'd love to hear from you, from your experiences of the pros and cons of working in the way that you are working, and how you could potentially start working as an empowered team on your team. All right, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Bye.